canyoning of the Teton River and Bitch Creek is a true wilderness experience. There's no structures down anywhere near the river. Once you leave the bridge, you're in a wild river canyon, and there's not that many opportunities to be in a place like that in this part of Idaho.
Building support for conservation is as much about connecting with people as it is what we're trying to protect. Whether we're from different backgrounds or not, we can really come together around mutual goals. And protecting the river is, I think, something we can all get behind.
Some people don't even really know what's down in there. And when you tell them you're going to float the Teton or Bitch Creek, they'll think, oh, have a nice float. You know, it's pretty flat water like what you see where it runs through Teton Valley.
When you're driving along on the highways nearby, you have no idea that the canyons are down here. All you see is this beautiful rolling farm country off in the distance.
You're up in the farmland and potato fields, and then all of a sudden, it's like stepping into a completely different climate zone.
When you come up to the edge, it's a sheer and dramatic drop straight down into these beautiful streams and rivers nestled down in the canyons. It's quite remarkable and quite dramatic. And until you've been out to the edge of these canyons, you have no idea what's out here.
Years ago, I was with the Craighead family, and we were the last ones to float down the Teton River, which is over in Idaho, and it goes through this beautiful canyon, pristine river, no roads going to it or anything, and they were going to dam it. The whole idea of impounding water above the surface is an old idea that has to go away.
The Teton Dam disaster is one of the worst dam disasters in the history of the West. Anyone who questions the logic of rebuilding the Teton Dam needs to go to the old dam site and see the devastation that still exists.
When we were floating down, it was not a celebration of the last day of the river, but it felt like going to a funeral. I mean, dams destroy rivers.
What happened after the dam collapsed is walls of the canyon collapsed with the water as it rushed out.
And some of those landslides blocked the river, and so now there's long half-mile areas of the river that are lakes. Never used to be lakes. So that water is much warmer than it should be for supporting trout.
Ed Abbey said something like, it's not enough to fight for the river, it's even more important to enjoy it while you can. Because the Teton River is an absolute gem of a river. It's a really special place. In the end, the river can't speak for itself, which is why we need to come together to be the voice of the Teton River.